In our last video, we explored how human consciousness evolved to seek truth within. That raises a question. If the truth is inside us, why does being alone in the quiet feel so hostile? When the outside world stops moving, the mind begins to accelerate. In that sudden absence of noise, you are confronted by a flood of uninvited thoughts and memories that you didn't ask for and cannot easily switch off. Most of us react to this internal pressure with an immediate physical reflex. You reach for your phone to terminate the silence before the thoughts become overwhelming. This behavior is a psychological escape mechanism. The goal of the scrolling is to replace the chaotic internal monologue with a predictable external one. Silence reveals our internal friction. It functions as a mirror, showing us a state of restlessness that was already present but previously obscured by the world around us. Our daily lives are defined by these overlapping layers of stimuli: music, work tasks, and digital notifications. These external inputs act as a heavy blanket, smoothing over the jagged baseline of our actual mental state. When you remove the distractions, you are left with the raw baseline. You realize the mind was never actually calm. You were just too busy to notice the underlying noise. The perceived loudness of the modern world serves a specific purpose. It provides the constant input we need to mask our own internal chaos. Mechanically, the human mind operates like a restless engine. It is built for constant movement, shifting its focus from one object to the next to ensure we remain aware of our environment. This follows a binary loop. The mind is perpetually chasing a desire or moving away from fear. In total silence, that loop breaks. Without an external goal or physical threat, the mind's energy turns inward, bouncing frantically off itself. The anxiety experienced in the quiet is the sound of that engine redlining. The mechanical brain is panicking because its default system for processing data has nothing to calculate. Beyond the surface level of racing thoughts, silence poses a deeper threat. It begins to erode the foundation of who you think you are. Our sense of self depends on external markers. We define me through jobs and social status, tethers holding our identity in place. Absolute silence severs these tethers. Without external validation, these roles disappear, and the identity loses its suspension. With the distractions gone and the roles stripped away, you are forced to confront a single difficult question. Who am I when I have nothing left to react to? The discomfort of silence is the ego experiencing a loss of its own outline. It feels like a void because we have spent our lives building a self that can only exist in a noisy world. Every element of your internal experience is in flux. Your thoughts drift away, your emotions change by the hour, and even your core beliefs evolve over the years. If these internal elements are constantly appearing and then fading, they cannot be your permanent self. This realization mirrors an ancient Vedic insight. The Vedas suggest that turning inward reveals a presence of awareness beneath the noise. This perspective identifies you as the silent, observing entity, rather than the voice inside your head. Understanding the self requires a structural separation between the observer and the observed mental phenomena. If you can watch a thought move across your mind, you are clearly something other than that thought. Our modern habit of avoiding silence is an active flight from this realization. We use noise to prevent ourselves from meeting the person who exists when the performance stops. If you remain in that silence, the nervous system eventually begins to habituate. The initial panic, the brain's demand for a task, eventually loses its momentum when it is consistently met with no response. As the nervous system accepts the lack of input as the new baseline, the mental noise slows down. You begin to notice the gaps between your thoughts, creating a state where your surroundings feel sharp and your focus feels steady. The discomfort of the first few minutes is a predictable biological reaction. The real anomaly is the sheer amount of energy we expend every day to ensure we never have to face it. This constant avoidance of the self is what drives our exhausting search for external validation. In the next video, we'll explore what you are actually trying to fill when you seek the approval of others, and why that hole never seems to stay full.